Hey guys, this is my shorts here, and welcome back to Poool157. And good news, Pool was leaving college along with Ryevan or Bloo. And now let's take a look at unused and deleted scene of 2016. And yes, this is to be very interesting video to cheer you up after final hours made by SFM4. And let's take a look at very first delete scene or unfinished scene made by Poool. Now we had home invasion. If you see, this was being unfinished scene from home invasion. I clearly did not have the patience to animate all the zombies. Yeah, we could see we had all the zombies which not being used yet, but Poool did use a few of the zombies instead of rest of these hordes of zombies. So this just absolutely not enough time because of these Pool's lack of patience. Here is our original beginning of Ink's age, and look at that Inkling face. If you see, it's had a different look, and yes, this is an early version of Faith in Inkling style looking. People changed the white paint, and again, it's just an early version. Yep. And this is a deleted scene where Luna was originally going to spy on Inkling Faith, but Poool was scrapped because it wanted to focus more on Faith. And yes, but and again also deleted scene. Yep, always focus on Faith. And we had Poool was still watching in on Faith. So it's very unknown where Poool was located while you watching age videos. We know where they are like that way if you watch very closely or you can repeat it. And we had deleted scene from Octoling and Innocent Part 2. You could see Layla was originally going to sneak past several cameos instead of super jumping with her phone. She also had a very different appearance. And yes, early version. If you guys could recognize who that Splat YouTuber is, and yes, it's 10 climate time. And especially we won't see a cameo until it starts filmmaking. And we can see an early version of the clothing that Poool bought for Layla. Yeah, but instead of that outfit, which is supposed to be an early version, but in Octoling and Innocent 2 videos, you can see that Layla was wearing an early version of the outfit, but in this video, Layla wear a blue shirt instead of pink. And yes, in Octoling and Innocent 2 videos, we could see Layla wearing an early version outfit. Yeah, especially we never ever see that outfit like that, but it's blue instead of that. Now here is the scrap animation after Q&A videos. We could see Poool was wearing an England boy's hair. Unfortunately, it's already embarrassing so quickly. And I can ball police. Yep. And here the Poool was ready to leave. But also too embarrassing. And here is the original scene where Layla hugged Poool before trying on her clothing pretty small change. If you could see, Layla was wearing an Octoling outfit. However, it's been changed into a casual outfit while she hopping Poool. So a bit interesting again. Here's an unfinished scene from Octoling Innocent in 3 where part 3 I meant here Luna, and later we were originally talking about Layla's disappearance. I didn't have time to finish this. Yep, Poool did not have enough time to finish this scene off because we already can see it then inside this room where they both at. But we could see it in the remake version on Source Filmmaking. Here's the lead scene where Layla was simply going to encounter Layla in a different way. If you could see, she was in behind the wall, but in the videos, she was moving forward instead of this. Here's unfinished scene where Poool was going to make her around Octoling headquarters, but also don't have time to finish this either. Now here's probably the most memorable scene I will ever remember in my entire Splatoon Dreamers career. I hear Layla tearfully at Poool, where looked like Poool was dead, but she was knocked down unconscious for the first time. And we could see if Poool being excited for something. And yes, it's a both a video about Poool being excited for something, but and then again Unused it. Now let's take a look at both Source Filmmaking and Gary's mod. Start looking. Now during an A videos we could see Scarlet still had Layla's phone. The reason why Scarlet still had Layla's phone because in Octoling Innocent 1 Part 3 you can see Layla throw her phone at Scarlet and it's lands on Scarlet's feet or the floor, but it's for a unknown reason. Now during E videos we could see that Scarlet still had Layla's phone, and in Octopus Hangout Part 3 and it's finally revealed that Scarlet had the phone. And they showed the story we continued on the Octoling Innocent 2 videos. And yes, this can get any worse. Now here's the original beginning of Octopus Hangout made by Poool. And this is a Gary's mod. Now if guys ever watched Q&A videos, the Q&A videos is a fair-last videos of Gary's mod videos before Poool moved into Source Filmmaking. But however, in the original beginning of Octopus Hangout, the crew was going to fetch at Pool's house, but it was later changed since this was the start of the Source Filmmaking animations. And yes, instead of start of Pool's house, it started off where Poool was at in the cafe doing an Octoling Innocent aftermath. Here's another unused scene of Octopus Hangout back when it was Dreamworks animation, and then again it's scrapped. And that's pretty much it. And let's take a look at Source Filmmaking. If guys still thought Poool was working on animation industrial, but you were wrong. And I believe I don't think Poool or Ryevan working on animation industrial, but however, it's still at college. If guys girls notice, Poool was online again, and we already may guessed it. Let's look at Pool's favorite. say the Ryevan last online was 4 hours and 31 minutes ago, and we all start realizing both Poool and Ryevan went back to source filmmaking to finish off Octoling and Innocent 2 videos first before they're doing a remake. And yes, they're not being uploading source filmmaking video for such a while. We all lied. Now, if you guys can even think Poool will end up like SFM, but we wish. But unfortunately, because the source filmmaking was supposed to take a lot of time, and yes, even Girls Mode or source filmmaking, it take a lot of time to make. But that doctor said it could be end up like SFM, but because both Poool and Ryevan went back doing Octoling and Innocent 2 videos, because I know they're not being uploaded video for such a while, but the Ryevan was deleted rid of his own videos back then. But because of rules was completely cancelled during lack of the motion. So it's bit unfortunate if videos. However, we're so glad to see both Poool and Ryevan back online again, because both Poool and Ryevan had to finish off Octoling and Innocent 2 the videos, because they did promise their part 4 will happen, and yes, it happened right away. But they had to take a lot of time to make Octoling and Innocent 2 videos first, because they cannot rush it. And we already miss Poool so much. Yeah. We're not seeing Pool's videos for such a while since last year. And yes, Poool was back to finish off Octoling and Innocent 2 with Ryevan. After Poool and Ryevan finished Octoling and Innocent 2 Part 4 and 5, they had to work in on the remake, like from 2015 and 16, where the first half of 2016 or the near beginning of 2016, I'm not sure. So what do you guys think about Poool and Ryevan back to source filmmaking? But it just takes a lot of time to make, so it's best you don't rush them. Please leave comments below, please add like and favorite to my videos, and please subscribe and follow to my channel if ever new to me. And peace, man, shorts. I hope you enjoy it. Peace, man, shorts.